Let's remind ourselves of some of what happened. It was a safety car start, it was a soaking wet circuit, and when we finally got underway, the battles raged. The cars accelerated their way up towards the chicanes, but we had high drama early on when Davide Roda cannoned into the back of Nick Homerson, and that put both of them out of the race, and understandably it was a pretty irate Nick Homerson that came out of the car. At the half-hour mark, Mirko Bortolotti, the race leader, pitted because he had a punctured tyre, so that had to be changed, and he was dispatched back into the race. And we had a number of full-course yellows and safety car periods as the incidents continued. But on the first round of pit stops, so we had a shuffled order, and it was the Aston Martin from SRO Motorsport that Nicky Team brought in early and put Jake Dennis in for a longish middle stint and into the lead. We had a few punctures in that stint as well, including the 97 TF Sport Aston Martin, and things got even more lively as the tyre choice became absolutely crucial. Some on slicks couldn't cope and slithered up the escape road, others had to tiptoe round, others got on with the job rather more effectively, and the dynamic motorsport Porsche in that stint, Zaidash Kanani, started to gain good ground. Then, through into the lead of the race came Raffaele Marciello. The Mercedes, as the road dried and they ran on slick tyres, looking oh so strong. But the story was far from over. We had another safety car period caused by this accident, Jim Plough going off into the barriers after contact with Raymond Vos. And so, as suddenly Raffaele Marciello's tyres fell off the edge of a cliff, he went off the road, and it was Sven Muller for the Rover Racing Porsche team that came through into the lead of the race. It was all looking good for Hans-Peter Naundorf's team, but it didn't last that long because on the next pit stop, so change of drivers, change of tyres, the car seemed to lose pace. Raffaele Marciello eventually came in to give way to Michael Meadows. Sven Muller gave way to Romain Dumas, but the car was never at the races again, and it fell down the order as also the rain started to come back just a little going into the last hour of the race. Christopher Hauser took over under the safety car, and that meant that the 25 Santalok Audi came out in the lead of the race. This was the chasing car, Klaus Bachler in the Porsche, hunting him down. A good Silver Cup battle was going on behind as well, but when Hauser had a punctured tyre, it was all bets off. He had to limp the car to the pit lane, and Klaus Bachler took over the lead for Dynamic Motorsport. And once ahead, he was never headed. Hauser slipped back into 15th place, hugely frustrated, a win that got away. So it was then just a case of nursing the car to the end, and Klaus Bachler did a perfect job. A nervous Andrea Rizzoli looked on from the pit bunker. Zaidash Kanani getting ready to celebrate a win as well, as Felipe Fraga in the number 90 Mercedes tigered his way up into 4th place, had a go at Mauro Engel for 3rd, but won the Silver Cup, keeping the green Mercedes of Gabriele Piana at bay. Checkered flag, though, to Dynamic Motorsport. First time in Blancpain, first win, and a great drive by Klaus Bachler, Zaidash Kanani and Andrea Rizzoli at the end of 3 hours of high drama here from Monza. The Blancpain GT Series for 2019 is very definitely alive and kicking, and we look forward to more great action coming up in May, starting at Brands Hatch and then at Silverstone. For now, from John Watson and David Addison, it's goodbye.